What's going on, Notre Dame fans? I would say this is breaking news, but not exactly, because unless you live under a rock, you know that Marcus Freeman has been extended as Notre Dame's football coach. He received that contract extension on Sunday night, 4 years of an extension. He already had 2 years remaining on his deal. So he's the football coach, unless the Chicago Bears give him $15 million. Jack, I don't know, as a Bears fan, if you want them to do that, that's a conversation for another day. Freeman loves this university, loves this program, and Notre Dame wants him here for the next half dozen years, at least. Your immediate reaction?
Well, it's not about a buyout. It's not about preventing him from going to the NFL. Like, if teams want to hire Marcus Freeman away, the teams that any coach of this caliber would consider, buyout's not stopping them. But what it is about is commitment to Marcus Freeman as the head coach of this football team, and commitment to the football program, because reportedly it comes with an increase for Freeman's staff, yep, which is also a headliner here. So it's about confirmation that Marcus Freeman is the guy to lead this program long term, that Notre Dame wants him here long term, that Marcus Freeman wants to be here long term. And it like you wrote last night, they picked a good time to do this.
Let's talk about the timing of it, because it came 5 days, I guess. Now it's 4 days before a college football playoff game, and Notre Dame's got to play it right over there at Notre Dame Stadium. There's a lot of pressure in that, but as I wrote, as you said, I think it takes a little bit of the pressure off. Only Marcus Freeman can answer what is going on in his head now as opposed to before the extension, but you got to think there's some pressure off there. And then I even put a line in that story saying maybe this is a galvanizing type of moment for the football program. We just talked to the coordinators. I don't know if Mike Denbrock or Al Golden was asked about it. I know for sure Golden wasn't, actually. Yeah. But Biaggi said, it doesn't really affect us, but hey, man, that's our guy. Yeah. That's who we go out there on Saturdays, in this case Friday, and go play for. So I think it's like a seminal moment for the football program, especially considering, Jack, you go back 2.5 months ago, a full 3 months ago now that we're in mid-December, I don't think anyone was thinking Marcus Freeman contract extension. They were thinking Marcus Freeman hot seat. But Marcus Freeman is the guy who has led this football team to 10 straight victories. They're winning those games by 30-plus points per game. It has been an awesome 3 months. And I think the consensus here among Notre Dame administration is that he's an awesome guy. He's an awesome football coach. Yep. This needed to get done. And, heck, it gets done before Notre Dame can go embark on this playoff run. Yeah,
and I think, again, he had 2 years left on his contract after this year. This day and age, you kind of need to extend or do something else. Right. When it comes up on contract time. This is a commitment that shows recruits that Marcus Freeman is going to be here, and the program wants him here long term. He's not going to be on the hot seat anytime soon, nor should he be, because he accomplished his regular season goal. I think if they win this playoff game against Indiana, this will officially be a successful season no matter what happens from there on out. I mean, it was an obvious move and one that I think they made correctly.
And again, I'm referencing that story. Go to blueandgold.com to read it. I wrote that if they lose this game, it's going to be a bit of a pie to the face. It's going to be like, oh my gosh, how could you extend him? But it was going to happen anyway. So I think the extension was going to come in mid-January. And what if they lost and then all of a sudden you have to deal with the extension coming after that loss? I like that it's becoming before the game. I do think Notre Dame's going to win this game, so we don't even have to worry about that. And then, like you said, at that point, Notre Dame will have won a college football game, playoff game. That's a successful season. This is a successful program right now, and the head coach has a lot to do with that, and that's the reason this extension came down.
Yeah, I think the head coach has a lot to do with the success post-NIU. The head coach had a lot to do with the success at Texas A&M. And the way they stayed together through some ups and downs at USC in their playoff clinching game when they hadn't really been tested for weeks. That's a credit to the head coach. The way they stepped on teams' throats consistently throughout the season, credit to the head coach. The way they constantly worked to fix mistakes, even in wins. Because remember what they said about A&M was that there were some mistakes that they overlooked because they won that game. They have not made that mistake again since. He has grown a lot since NIU week. The program has grown a lot, and I think they're making the right move, allowing Freeman to continue to grow with the program.
He's grown a lot since year one, year two, where he would make the same mistakes, and Notre Dame would make the same mistakes. This is a one-loss football team. Look in the college football playoff. Only one team is undefeated. Notre Dame is right there in the mix of this thing, and heck, I think there's some people that think that this Notre Dame team could beat that undefeated team, Oregon. That's way down the line, but if it happens, this extension was worth it, and I think right now, no matter what happens, it was probably the right thing to do. I think we're on the same page about that. So we're probably on the same page about this game that's coming up on Friday as well. We're going to cover the heck out of it right here at this YouTube channel at blueandgold.com. So definitely check out both spaces and the days leading up to that game, and we can't wait to see you guys there in South Bend on Friday night.